Welcome to Sam and Sonia's garden, where you have Sonia demonstrating planting moringa seeds. Now, I've tried to plant moringa seeds quite a few times, have not been successful. So, I am trying everything. So, right now, I'm not going to say everything, but I'm trying a lot of things. So, right now, I've been soaking these seeds for a few days. I was told that you should peel the little white stuff off of them, and you see how it looks here. It's got the little, I don't know if that camera's focusing well, but it's got the white papery stuff on it, and I am not having much success peeling it off. I saw one YouTube person peel it off and it was just a white seed left. Well, I can scratch it and get the white seed, but I don't want to damage it, so I'm just going to leave it like it is. I'm going to peel what I can off, and I'm just going to plant it and see what happens. So I've always tried to plant them in pots and no success. I heard these things are so hardy, and I'm in Mississippi zone 8A. And I just don't know. So I'm gonna dump that out and just drop these in here and figure out how I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna put, I've got 3 pots here. So maybe I will put 1 seed per pot, and I will put 2 seeds in 2 different holes on each side of my garden. So, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. So I'm gonna save these 2. So one of these pots will actually get 3 seeds. 2 seeds. I'm saving these to go out on the edges of the garden because I really would like to have a moringa tree on the edge of my garden. All right, so I think I should put my gloves on right now because I'm about to get in the dirt. All right, I've got my pots already prepped. I've got some wet potting mix in it, just some recycled potting mix from a long time ago. The last time that I planted something in a pot, it grew or didn't grow, and it's not in use right now. So here's pot number 1, and you see I've got the soil packed down. I've got my little sign on here that says, I don't know if you can read that, Moringa, and April 2025. All right, so I'm gonna go with that, and I think this is the pot that I will put 2 seeds in. So I've got 1 here, 1 there, and I don't know if you can see, you saw that seed fall, kind of hide. So I've got the 2 seeds in here. You can see those, yeah, there they are. There's the 2 seeds in there. And I'm just gonna press them into the dirt a little bit, into the soil, not the dirt. And I've got my potting mix over here that I'm just gonna put some on the top. And it's a little bit messy, but we're playing in the dirt. What do you expect? All right, so that's probably about 1 inch deep. And I'm just gonna press it a little bit, not much. All right, so I got that one. Number 2, same thing. And I'm going to put some soil on top of it. Just 1 seed in that one. About 1 inch deep. Because that's a pretty big seed. All right, that one's done. That's 2 done. Pot number 3. Here we are. Last seed for the pots. And you see that seed in there? I don't know if you can see it. There it is here. Go put it right there in the center. There's that seed. And soil. I'm aiming for about 1 inch of soil. So trying this again. In the name of Jesus, Lord, let it work. Okay, so, all right, so I've got all 3 of those done. And I've got these seeds set aside for planting in ground at the edge of the garden. So what I'll do now, it's about to rain out here, but I still think I should water these in. So that's what I'll do. Just water them in real good. All right, so that's watered in. That's excellent. And I'm just gonna leave these, I don't wanna leave them on top because I will be the person that comes through and knocks it over. So I'm gonna sit them down in the wagon. There we go. Next, I'm gonna take you with me as we move over to the spots I've chosen to plant out in the garden. All right, so I'm gonna leave the seeds here so I don't knock them over on the ground or anything. All right, so let's go. I want to make sure that you can see my spot that I'm working with here. Yeah, I think you can see that. My plan is to let this, hopefully this tree will get large one day in Jesus' name, and it'll shade my strawberry bed that you can see right here. So let's get going. I've already started this hole, so what I'm going to do is just kind of remove a little grass, set it to the side. Let's see, this spot is like right between my strawberry bed there, and every year I usually grab a pot of, well, not every year, I usually plant some lemongrass right here. So right now I don't have my lemongrass planted. I haven't picked up my new lemongrass yet, but it's coming. It's coming. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have to mark this spot too, because my lawnmower, dear Sam, he's ever so cognizant of what I marked not to be mowed down. But if it's not marked, who knows what that is, what kind of weed that might be growing. And I'm praying that this tree grows really well. So, all right, so that's my spot for my moringa seed. Let me grab my seed. Okay, I've got 2 seeds. I don't know if you can see them in my hand here. Those are my 2 moringa seeds. So let's go. In Jesus' name, I'm gonna have to come back and put one of my orange markers here to mark this spot, so of course it doesn't get mowed over. All right, so that's planted. Excellent. And I've got one more spot that I want to plant these down in. So, oh, and I think I probably will just kind of put this old grass just around the edges, because it's just going to break down and fertilize the hole, right? Right. Okay, so that's that. Let's go down to the other spot. I think I'll just take these seeds and stick them in my pocket. I've got pockets everywhere. I've got my handy pouch that I hang on my belt that doesn't hold up anything but the pouch. So, and that's okay. That's just fine. Okay, so let's go. We're gonna go on down to the other spot for my moringa. And I'm so excited and hopeful that these moringa will come up and give me nice leaves, pods, everything, because I want it all, if I can get it all. Okay, so here we go. Can you see my hole okay? Let's back you up a little bit more. There you go. There's my hole. And right here, I don't think you can see that, is my lemongrass spot. So I'm gonna grab some lemongrass probably in a week or 2 and get that planted. It's April 25th, I've got time, but this is the hole. So here goes. Got it. I don't trust myself to not bend over and spill these seeds. So what I'm gonna do is sit them down here and put my glove back on and get them planted. So yeah, I almost dropped the shovel into the seeds that time. So okay, so here I've already got this one dug, and excuse me, I'm just gonna loosen the soil up a little bit more. This is my place for my moringa. Okay, just move this out of the way. Move the grass to the side. Got my 2 seeds. Last 2, so I can just throw this cup in my pocket so I don't leave it on the yard. Last 2 seeds. Let's see. And again, I'm planting these in the name of Jesus, Lord. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Quick abundance, fruitful abundance. So, make sure it actually goes in the hole. And I see lots of earthworms down here, so that's nice. My ground is like very heavy clay. And the worms don't seem to mind it. But anyways, I'm glad they don't. Okay, so that's that. All planted, all of my moringa seeds. I'm gonna let the rain water these in-ground ones in. I'm not gonna worry about those. Okay, so, but what I will do is go ahead and find those markers. I think that's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and find those markers for those spots so I don't forget. Yeah, I forget sometimes. So let's walk on over and find those markers. I have a lot of them. I try to keep my things organized. I don't do the best job at keeping my garden supplies organized. I say every fall that when the season winds down, I am going to categorize my things, get them all nice and neat. And here are my little posts here. I'm gonna get them all nice and neat and orderly. And you know what happens? Nothing. It remains as it was. So we'll see one of these days, but I will say that my garden does great. So here goes. Let's go ahead and mark this first planting. Can you see it? Nope. Let's get you where you can see it. There we go. Mark the first planting so that it does not get weed whacked. Let's go to the second one. All right. Oh, and I forgot to mention what you saw in the background of the second hole that I planted my moringa. And I'll show you that because I'm on the fence about getting rid of it. I might and I might not. I don't know. Okay, so you can't even see the hole. There we go. All right, so just gonna mark this spot. Again, this ground is hard, but it's not so hard because we've had a lot of rain, and it's a great time to be planting anything in the hard ground. So this is what I wanted to show you here. This is Jerusalem artichoke. Now, my Jerusalem artichoke, gosh, I left my shovel. I'll show you some of it. I'm debating getting rid of it, and I'll tell you why I'm debating getting rid of it. It tastes pretty good. It's not like anything that I would just seek out, but it is a highly nutritious food, and it's sometimes called a survival crop. And here, my clay soil is cantankerous. So some things like my clay soil and some things don't. Well, these Jerusalem artichokes love it. Now, the first time that I planted them, the first time that they grew for me, I just ate a boatload of them, thinking that, oh, you know, I've got the cast iron stomach. I can eat anything. I've been told that if you didn't grow up eating them, that they can be a little hard on your digestive system. They were a little hard on my digestive system. Okay, so I'm going to show you what they look like. These are just the plant part that comes up, but and it brings out a small, like, sunflower type, puts out a small, like, sunflower type flower, and it gets probably 7-8 feet tall, really tall. You see some of the stalks in here that I just toss them back on top of the pile to decompose here and put the nutrients back into the soil. Okay, so I want to show you what the roots look like, or the tubers look like. So I don't know if you can see me where I'm digging. Let me find a spot that you can actually see where I'm digging. Bring it closer. And maybe you can see. Nope. Nope. Yeah, right here. Okay. I don't know if you'll be able to see this or not, but I'll show you when I get it up. So they're you see how that came up, and you see the roots here. Beautiful plant. These are the tubers. Something's already been eating on this one, you'll see. But these are the tubers, and they are good. I'm just not crazy about them enough to sit here and harvest them and go through them. Let's see if I can find you a bigger tuber. They're all just platted up in here, and right now at this point I probably should have, well, no probably, I should have gathered all of these, they say, after they've gone through the wintering process. There's a pretty one. Well, kind of pretty. It's still been eating some. But anyways, I mean, I'm not going to eat these. I'm thinking about asking Sam to till it into the ground just for manure, green manure, because again, we're not eating them. The family wasn't even interested in trying them. So especially after I told them about the digestive difficulty it gave me, they didn't even want to try them. Look how pretty it is on the inside when you break it. It's pretty white. It kind of gives me a feel for the it feels like an apple in my mouth, but I sauteed it with onions and garlic and, you know, a little salt and pepper. It was really good, but not so good that, like I said, I want to just keep eating this. Maybe if some certain foods or things like if you grew up eating it, that's something you'll enjoy. I didn't grow up eating this, but I thought, oh, it's a survival crop. It's something I don't have to tend, and it'll just grow. I don't know if I'm interested in pursuing this, so we'll see. But anyways, this was my video for today. I just wanted to share with you my moringa escapades. Hopefully I'll get lots of moringa leaves and pods and whatever else I learn about using moringa. I'm excited to continue on this journey and learn more, and I hope to come back and share with you the growth of my moringa in the pots and in ground. Thanks for joining me. I hope to see you again soon. Bye.